Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with Supreme Darkness. We've got the creator reveals, so we now know every card in the set, except for the quarter century secret rare, which will be revealed at some later date. First up, let's check out what's getting imported, so let's see what's going to be coming to the TCG next week. That's been in the OCG for a lot longer. We got Detonating Karibo. This card was not particularly good. Otonari Thunder, I don't even remember this guy. Sky Magician Girl, I remember being okay, so that's good to come here. And Chorizo over here, Chorizo, is going to be a pretty decent card. And then I imagine we'll be getting the rest of the Magistus cards next set, maybe? We'll see. Alliance Insight, whenever that comes over here. We'll see about that. But yeah, let's check out the new World Premiere cards that are not part of the Mitsurugi archetype. First up, there's Dark Necromancer. Don't need to cover that again. We got another zombie guy, Volcarion the Rotting Phoenix. That's a neat design. I like the way this guy looks. I mean, I don't like the way he looks, but I like the way he looks in a bad way. I wouldn't want to smell him, that's for sure. Level 4 Dark Zombie Tuner effect monster, 1600 with 0 defense. If you control a zombie monster, you special summon this card from your hand. Okay, Zombie Extender, we love to see it. During a main phase, you can return this card from the field to the hand. Then you can special summon a zombie monster from your hand. Ooh. Interesting. That's like interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. It has my brain thinking, which is better than I can say for some TCG exclusives. I could see people experimenting with this. This is like a really interesting effect for zombie in particular to have. And like Dark Necromancer is a pretty good card anyways, and so is Curse of Ancient Turtles, like, fine. Alright, next up. Because we already covered this one earlier. Mini Malian. A water psychic effect monster, 100. You can banish one other card from your hand, special summon this card from your hand, okay, an extender of some kind. You can banish one level 4 lower monster you control, special summon a monster from your deck with the same original type and attribute that the banished monster had, but 1 or 2 levels lower than its original level. That's also interesting. I don't know what I would do immediately off the top, but like the problem with this is that there's like so many things you could do that it's literally impossible to tell. The problem with it is, though, it's a 3 of that you cannot search. It's a level 4 water or level 4 psychic, so you can't even e-telly it. It has to be a 3 or lower to e-telly. But what you can do is you can just, like, it doesn't even have to be a twofer. You could just run this card and have it tag into another water psychic monster. I don't know what water psychic monsters there are for you to do that, but surely there's some. Do the punks have any water monsters? That'd be what I would check. Is like seeing if you can do something interesting with just this card instead of relying on you drawing this card and another card, because it could be a 1-card combo if it gets into a 1-card combo monster that way. So just I would check the pool of water psychics. I'm gonna load up the card database over on the other. There we go. I did it correctly this time for no flashbang. Okay, so we're gonna clear that. We're going to do this, select attribute, water, select type. I don't know why it says race instead of type. Where's psychic on here? There it is. This doesn't work because it needs to be lower level. Mutant! Oh my god, you can get Mutant ST46 and 05. 05 was a really good one. This is yeah, that's really good. Anything else? You can't get Mutant, unfortunately. Mutant's like the best one, but it has to be 1 or 2 levels lower, and this is a level 4. But you can at least get into MO5, and that gets you into Mutant. Oh, and it banishes 2. It's like the Minimalian banishes to summon itself. which would leave you open to normal summon and also get you a banished card for your mutants. This is actually really good for mutant. You could also get blue layer. Wow. Yeah, that's actually not bad either. This is a pretty good card for both Super Quant and Mutant. Wow. That's cute. I like that, actually. That's pretty neat. Shadow Severing Strike. And I guess, of course, you can use it for, like, anything else as long as you're okay with it being a 2-card combo. Like, maybe you don't need it very often, but you want it sometimes. I don't know, but I think mostly you're going to be using it in decks where you're primarily looking to just use that effect. You know? Shadow Severing Strike. Continuous spell card. It's a DD card, it appears. Look at that. He's fixing the dimensional fissure. Or he's attacking it for some reason. Or he's creating it, maybe? If a card is banished from the hand or field to activate a monster effect, except during the damage step, you can apply one of the following effects based on one of the card types banished. Monster. Negate the effect of one face-up spell trap on the field until the end of this turn. Spell. Draw 2 cards. Trap. Banish 1 monster on the field. If this card is banished to activate a monster effect, you can add one of your other banished cards to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Huh. So it's only if it's banished to activate a monster effect, which means it doesn't really do anything against the best banished deck in the room right now, Malice, because the Malice cards don't banish to activate, they banish as effect. If I'm remembering correct, I don't think there's any of them that banish to activate. I'm 90% sure. I've played with the cards. Like, don't trust. I have played with them. I just, I have a bad memory sometimes. This is a weird one. Banish a monster to negate the effect of a face-up spell trap on the field. I mean, I guess if what they activate, well, it's only if it's to activate a monster effect. It doesn't work if it's to activate a spell effect. Huh. This is a weird one that's never going to see any play. Like, even if it might be good, it's never going to see any play because it's just like, who cares? I mean, no, because it's a continuous spell. It'd have to be part of your turn 1 setup, and if you've got it as part of your turn 1 setup, you're already winning anyways. It's just like a win more card that doesn't do anything half the time. DD Post, what the fuck? This is insane. I love it. Is the different dimension like a virtual world, by the way? Like, they keep like making it look more and more virtual. Continuous trap card. Monsters you control gain 300 attack for each card type, monster, spell, and trap among your banished cards. Okay. Grand Maju-ass card. Once per turn during the main phase, you can banish 1 card from your hand or graveyard, then you can shuffle 1 of your banished cards into the deck. Okay. It's kind of cute. If this card is banished, you can place it face up on your field. Ooh, that's interesting. That makes it a lot better, actually. You'll use this effect once per turn. That's actually like really interesting as far as this goes. So if we go Malice, hold on, let me reset these filters here. If you go look at Malice, I think it's White Binder. Yeah, target up to 3 of cards in any graveyard. It can just banish any card. It doesn't have to be Malice cards. If you have this in the graveyard somehow, like by Foolish Burial Goods, you could banish this and then gain 300 attack for each each card type. But more importantly, you'd get... Because that sucks, actually. It's like a 900 attack boost, but Malice does better than that with his own cards. But you could, you get to cycle banishes, which could be neat for Malice. I don't think they need a card like this. But it is fun that we just got all the Malice cards, and now we got 2 more DD cards that are, working around banish stuff. I get the premise. All right, Beast of Talwar, the Sword Summit. That's not a beast, that's a fiend. Level 7 Dark Fiend, 24, 2150. Always shoot as an Archfiend. Archfiend support! If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. The first time this card will be destroyed by an opponent's card effect, each turn it is not destroyed. Neither player can target other monsters with equipped cards or effects. Why? Why is this card printed? What the hell is it? This is awful. At least it has a free special summon condition. I mean, this might be a fun floodgate effect in a format where equipped spells were relevant. And by fun, I mean fucking annoying. Wow, I hate this. I hate this not only as like card design, just because it's just a random floodgate for no reason. That's going to be really annoying in very specific formats that aren't going to come up very often, so it's never going to get banned. But also just because it's a terrible card too. Like otherwise, without those very specific formats, it's just a terrible card. That's so annoying. Wow. Okay, next up, Ripplebird. This guy looks great. I love him. A rank 1 monster too. We love to see it. Alright, Ripplebird, rank 1 winged beast Xyz effect monster. You can take 2 Fluanderies and make this guy. You could detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster in the field, change its battle position. Great. While all monsters you control are in attack position to gain 500 attack. Great. While all monsters you control are in defense position, your opponent cannot declare an attack. That's interesting. I wonder if that does anything for Mimighoul. It's interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Alright, and then lastly, we have the Toil of the Normal. It's a new Law of the Normal card, which means it's not going to be good. Normal Trap card. Apply these effects in sequence based on the number of normal monsters with different names in your graveyard. Skip over any of these that do not apply. 1. This turn, normal monsters you control gain 800 attack. Great. Number 2, negate the effects of 1 effect monster on the field until the end of the turn. Number 3, this turn, normal monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Number 4, shuffle 1 effect monster on the field into the deck. Number 5, add 1 Toil the Normal from your deck to your hand. So, if you get all 5, you get to cycle for another copy and do it again. If you have 5 normal monsters with different names in your graveyard. You want me to put 5 normal monsters with different names in the graveyard. I mean, if you're playing a lot of the normal deck, this is probably a decent card. It's just like, why would you be playing a lot of the normal deck, right? At least the negate only requires you to have 2. That's like not bad for that kind of deck, that style of play. Hell, even like even just something like Magic-Key could use that, and they just have a negate. It's an on-field negate, but it doesn't target. The third effect doesn't matter for Magic-Key. I'm trying to think of like a deck that might actually matter for this to have this card. I mean, 4. I don't know if Magic-Key getting the 4 normal monsters in graveyard seems like a little bit of a stretch. That's like they could do that, yeah. Would they want to? I don't know. I don't know about that. But that does give you like a negate and then a removal, and that's something in one card, and it's a normal trap card, so Labyrinth, no. And then it searches itself with 5. Why is that the 5th one? Shouldn't that be like the 3rd one or something? That doesn't feel like the finale effect it should be. I feel like they misordered these effects. No, well. Okay, that's everything here. We've got all our imports and all of our new TCG exclusives. You know what? I was setting your expectations low, and I think they exceeded them. I think Volcarion's an interesting card. I think Minimalian has some interesting play. DD Post is maybe something you could do, and it is a very funny art. The art is great. I'm really interested in Minimalian. That's really interesting. Oh, they misspelled alien, so it's not an alien card. I was wondering. Obviously, aliens are reptiles anyways. I don't think it would matter, but yeah, these are, and then of course, Dark Necromancer we've already covered in another video, but that one's also really interesting as well. Vendread looking quite nice with Dark Necromancer. I don't know if it's going to be meta, you know, but like they've got a lot of power now. I think if your locals does like a non-meta night, what is it called? Heart of the Underdog, I think is what they call it. Night, Vendread. I think Vendread's like a really nice option for that. Yeah, and you know, Volcarion could actually slot into that too. If you need a, like, it's just another, well, no, it's not. I was about to say it's another copy of Unizombie, but it's not, because it can only get it from the hand. But it's an extender for zombie that can also be any other zombie you happen to draw instead of just itself. So that's pretty neat. And then Curse of the Ancient Turtle is just like another Foolish Burial. It's a neat little package they've got here. And then, like I said, Minimalian, really interesting in what you can do with it, like, as a whole. But I really think where it shines is Quant, and Mutant particularly. Really cool stuff. I like these four here at the top a lot. These others I like less. This guy I kind of fucking hate. But the rest of them I'm like, and that's my thoughts on these cards. Let me know what you think of these cards down below. Let me know what's good, what's bad, and what's ugly. And I'll see ya in the next one. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by underneath credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizuni. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!